I'm Adam Gillette with Accuracy in Media. Today we are in Sparta, New Jersey at the home of Sebastian Gomez. Sebastian not only took part in a pro-Hamas encampment at Columbia, but he also helped hold Hamilton Hall hostage. Now, despite that, all charges were dropped. There was no accountability for the terrible actions he did. And that's why Accuracy in Media sent a mobile billboard to his home to introduce some accountability.
I was on the third floor. It was about five or six students, and I was just trying to kick them out. They were doing things they weren't supposed to, but when I look back, they just multiplied and multiplied. We thought that it was maybe 15 or 20 people. It wasn't like that.
How would you feel if one of your children was arrested at a pro-Hamas encampment or held a janitor hostage?
Well, I feel sad. What I know is that, many times children make mistakes.
And I think when they do, if they apologize, you could forgive them. And if he apologized, we would take it down. But to our knowledge, he hasn't apologized.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Any other thoughts?
No. I think I'm just going to pray for them.
Now, we're not going to show you his home. We don't believe in doxing anyone at Accuracy in Media, even though we get doxed repeatedly. But we do want to ask his family how they feel about the actions of their child. We do want to ask Sebastian if he wants to apologize to the janitor held hostage, if he'd like to apologize to the students who were scared to go to class because of the violence and the threats at the encampment. Of course, we'd also like to ask him how many college credits you get for holding a janitor hostage.
I think that college kids, by and large, are a voice of activism and change, and some kids are always going to be right, some kids are always going to be wrong, but I think they're speaking up for what they believe in.
What would you say if one of your children was arrested at a pro-Hamas encampment on a college campus?
I would say that people should do what they believe in, and sometimes that leads to being arrested.
Imagine you spend $80,000 a semester for your kid to go there, and they can't go to class because it's all locked down because of the violence and the...
Sad about that.
Yeah.
Extremely.
Terrible.
Now, judging by the sign in their front lawn, the Gomez family, no fan of warehouses. Maybe they're afraid their kid is going to occupy them.
What's that all about?
What would you say to your kid if they were arrested at a pro-Hamas encampment?
Oh, what's going on? What are you thinking? We have enough trouble. We don't need this.
Imagine you're paying $80,000 a semester in tuition for Columbia.
Right.
And your kid can't go to class because they have an encampment and there's threats of violence.
Right.
What do?
Oh well, welcome to America.
Yeah.
Fucking street faggot.
That was a kind message of diversity and tolerance. Well, it looks like the father took some tape and tried to cover it up. Wonder if he has anything to say for the actions of his son. Well, unfortunately, the dad hasn't had anything to say to us, but he did call the cops. The cops, of course, notified us that we were entirely within our rights and our billboard is doing its job. Now, we just spoke with a neighbor who was shocked to hear about what Sebastian Gomez has been up to at college. Currently, law enforcement is talking to Sebastian's dad. Appreciate the work you do.
Thank you.
Well, we spoke with a lot of neighbors who were pretty upset about what's going on in their community, and obviously the father was pretty upset about us being near his home. As always, we think it's incredibly important for people to know who the anti-Semites are on their campus and in their community. And as always, we believe in forgiveness. If Sebastian apologizes for being part of a pro-Hamas encampment, if he apologizes for taking over a building where they held a janitor hostage, we'll take down the website. We'll take him off of our billboard. But if not, we're going to amplify his message to the widest possible audience. If the prosecutor won't hold him accountable, we will. I'm Adam Gillette, Accuracy in Media.